Holy shit, the camera's blown out. All right, man, before I start this video, let me get into a better lighting situation. There we go. Fuck it, we'll just walk around. Okay. Right off the bat, I want you guys to know that this is not a plea for money. This is not has nothing to do with that at all. Basically what I'm doing is I'm telling you guys the situation that I'm in and why I might have to get a job. Now, as you guys know, in the live stream, my donation for the car had been cut down in half. And a lot of you guys are wondering why, and it's because I had to dip into that money in order to pay the bills and stuff. Now, why is that? Usually I use the Patreon and my YouTube AdSense to pay the bills, and that has not been going so well the past couple months. So I actually had to dip into the donation. This is the first time I've ever done this. It really sucked. I hated to fucking do it, but I had no choice. But I wanted to let you guys know that, you know, I have a kid on the way. I cannot take chances. I cannot fuck around. I have to have stable income, and I have to know what's coming in month to month, if that makes any sense. I'm going to pull up some graphs, and I'm going to show you guys what's been going on because I like to be as transparent as possible. But for privacy's sake, I'm going to be marking out names and email addresses and stuff like that. And I'm going to be showing you guys some of my analytics and how they match up with what I'm making on YouTube. Like I said, I'm gonna be censoring it as much as I can because I know YouTube ain't down with that shit. But like I said, I want to be as transparent as possible, and I want to let you guys know that I'm probably gonna have to get a job, and if that happens, I'm gonna have to shut the show down for a couple weeks. I might still do the weekend live streams. I know it's not what you wanted to hear, and I know that sucks, but it seems like the further I progress in my YouTube career, the further back I go. It's almost like the harder I swim, the harder the current hits me. I was at a point in my YouTube career where I was doing great, and that was around January to March until the boycott hit. I guess that's what you would call it. When the boycott hit, my funds got chopped like really, really bad. I went from making enough to shit, even pay most of the bills with the Google AdSense money, to not even really being able to pay one bill. So I'm gonna go to my desktop now, and I'm gonna show you guys what I'm talking about. Okay guys, here we are in Photoshop, and what you're seeing right now is the monthly status of the donors that have been processed. And as you can see over here where it says status, you see a bunch of declines. Now there was 2 pages of this. Obviously I couldn't snap them both because I would have had to scroll down and do all that funky shit, but there was 2 pages of this. I'm not bitching about this. I'm not like saying, fuck you guys, man, you a fucking decline. It has nothing to do with that at all. All this merely is letting you guys know where I'm at in my current situation and why I'm making the decision to actually have to get a job. But that's not really all of it. I think we set a goal for 1,000 Patreons, and we float around 100, but most of those got declined. Now let's look at my views from my YouTube page. As you can see, now I've marked a lot of things out because I know YouTube is real sensitive about this issue, so I'm not going to be showing any numbers except for dates, and that's it. As you can see, the history of my channel has been pretty consistent. I started really getting serious with YouTube about right here. And as you can see, for about a year, you know, I hovered. I didn't do much. And then I exploded out of nowhere. I had some really good spikes, you know, nothing really too crazy. But everything pretty, you know, it stayed pretty consistent view-wise. And we're even booming like right now. This week we've done so well. But if you were to look at my AdSense chart, it would paint a completely different story. And here it is. All right. Now, April is when the boycott hit, which is right here. That's right when I got back from Myrtle Beach. And I thought that it was because I took like a 4-day hiatus. That's why the videos dropped. But no. That's when all the companies that were running ads on YouTube bounced out or suspended their accounts. And as you can see, this paints a completely different story. Let me bring that up one more time. There's my views. They stayed pretty consistent. And then here's my ad revenue. It dropped way down. You know, we had a couple spikes here and there, but that's still really low. And then it dropped even worse. And I'm not getting paid for all the views I'm getting now, which is this big spike. I don't know why. I contacted YouTube about it. They sent it back saying that, you know, we're adjusting everything or whatever. It almost felt like it was an autoresponder. I don't know. I'm not dogging them. I'm just saying I'm not getting paid for Google AdSense for shit. I'm not getting nothing. So I was relying on Patreon money to pay the bills, and then when the Patreon money couldn't pay the bills, I had to dip into the donations for the car, which I'll probably be taking down. It sucks to say that, but that's the truth, you know.
and I'm probably going to have to use that money that's in there to pay future bills. Yeah, I just wanted to show you guys, kind of be a little bit transparent about it and show you what I'm going through.
So I hope that kind of clears things up as to where I am now. I'm probably going to have to start looking for a job this week unless a miracle happens. And when that happens, I'll let you guys know. That way, you know, I can properly update you guys on when the channel is going to go down. Now, obviously, I'm not going to quit YouTube. You know, I enjoy what I do. I love what I do. I love you guys. I would never just up and leave like that. It does suck. Yeah, it does. But I can't hold it up. And I can't take any chances, like I stated before. You know, I have a kid on the way. I have to start thinking realistically. I took a chance trying to do this full time, and it just doesn't seem to be working out. Not at the moment, which sucks, because literally almost right when I quit or got fired, I guess you could say, this shit started happening. It was just bad timing, and hopefully YouTube can get their stuff together. I'm not blaming anybody. It's just a current situation I'm going to have to deal with, and I will deal with it. I'm going to take it like a man, and I'm going to move forward. And once again, I want to state that this is not a plea. This is merely an update video telling you guys what I'm going to be doing, because I wouldn't even have got where I am now without you guys. I am so thankful for everything you guys have done. Now, I'm probably going to have to take that car goal down too, because I'm going to have to use that money to pay rent and shit like that for the next month. You know, it really sucks. We got really close to that goal, and it tears me up that I had to touch that money. Like I said, I've never touched donor money before. If we have a goal set, I always use that money towards the goal. And this time, you know, I had to use it. And thank God it was there, because if it wasn't, I would have got kicked out. The landlord for this house, if I miss rent even by a mere 4 days, they slap a notice on my door and they give me like 4 days to get the fuck out. So I cannot chance that shit. I don't want to be homeless with a kid on the way. So I'll update you guys as the week goes on like what's happening, and we'll make it through. And hopefully, once I get used to the job, I'll come back, I'll start making videos as best I can. So that's not going anywhere. Don't worry about that. But I love you guys. Thank you for listening. I know this wasn't good news, and I hated to waste a video on it, but I needed to let you guys know where everything is. So I love you once again, and I will see you in the next video.